All right. All right, guys, what's up? My name is Patrick. This is Rob, and this is Ripstick, and we're just doing this podcast today to let you guys know what it's like being a teenager and being this age and growing up in high school and society and everything. And we just want to tell you guys what we think of it. All right. So, who are you and what's your name? You guys can present yourselves.
I'm Robbie. I go to Marshall. We're same grade. And I grew up in McLean. And yeah.
What's up? I'm Ristic. I'm a junior at Marshall High School. I play lacrosse. And,
Alex Ristic.
Alex Ristic,
I also play lacrosse, yeah,
professional. I grew up in Vienna, Virginia.
All right, what's up, guys? My name is Patrick. I go to the same school as these two guys. I'm also a senior. I'm just chill with this homie, but yeah, you know how we kick it. Basically, I was born in Buenos Aires, and then I came over to the United States, and I've been here for a while. And I grew up in mainly Falls Church, basically, and yeah, I'm in high school. All right, guys. So, second question. Or no, you guys explain where you grew up. Pretty much the same area in Northern Virginia. What do you support? So what's something you guys support? Like, I guess we can begin like socially. What are some ideas you support? Some things you're probably not supportive of, or like ideologically or politically. Like some things you're passionate about. Like what do you guys? What do you guys make an effort to express your view about in to your friends, to your community? What's something you support? Do you guys have anything in mind?
That's a hard question.
That's a hard question. Right off the bat.
What do you like? Let me think about myself. Something I support. Something I support all the time is veganism. Right here we got some veggie bacon. We didn't even tell me it was veggie bacon. We thought it was real bacon. I swear. Oh my mama. Oh my god. Anyway. All right. So I support veganism because I think it's a really good step that people take. You know, like I went vegan. I haven't been vegan for that long. I was vegan like my sophomore year for like 6 months or something like that. But now I'm vegan because basically I wanted to go back to it. I always knew it was a good decision. I just didn't know how to manage it well before. And I feel like a lot of people go vegan and they're just not able to. They just don't know how to manage it because you can't just take meat out of like a diet that revolves around meat and expect to like be able to survive off it. If you know what I mean. So yeah, so that's just something I support. And what about you guys? Like, it could be anything, like politically, socially.
I think I got.
Well, like, what do you think of yourself as? Like, what do you like? You like having a good time, like being a bro. You like relaxing.
Yeah, I think I support hard work.
Hard work. I like that.
Because like I feel like
that.
If you put your mind to it, you can pretty much accomplish whatever you want, dude. Like straight up, like if you want to like go get a good job, it's what you can do, and just like if you put in the work necessary, you can get there. And I've also had that through personal experiences. And I felt like it's very manageable.
Let me just put this away. I want to say something.
Yeah, if you do it right. I think hard work also rubs off on other people.
Yeah? So you're saying if you don't have friends that aren't hardworking, then
I think
then it's going to rub off on you?
I think you can get people to be hardworking.
That relates to one of the questions I have about here, bringing back to high school and stuff. But we'll get to that later, so Ristic, if anything you want to say?
I agree with Robbie. I agree that stuff, hard work pays off and stuff. But what I really like enjoy and like think like I'm most passionate about is like what pays off after the hard work. Like when you get to like comes to the weekend, like I feel like I'm always so like in.
And it feels better because you don't have any stress on you.
Yeah.
You don't have any anxiety.
During the week, it's just like school. That's all I think about.
That's how Robert feels right now.
Yeah.
Official second semester senior.
Yeah.
Sir,
It's
likewise.
official. Anyway.
Sure.
Also, on that note, though, I feel like that's also true like throughout life.
Yeah.
Like if you put in the work,
it pays off
throughout college and like do good grades, like stay like bode your way up the ladder.
You gotta do good grades.
Like that's what's motivating you, you know?
For sure.
I feel it.
I'm hip. Hard work pays off, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Let's move on to the next question. So, what do you want to do when you grow up? / what are some aspirations you have? Like, where do you want to see yourself a couple years from now, a decade from now? What do you guys think?
All right, well, I see myself working a blue collar job.
Mm-hmm.
I think hopefully I'll be able to work or be in such a field where the pay is good, and then I can slowly manage my income and, you know, gain enough income where I can have a lot of my wants, you know, like get a house, you know, get a wife,
luxuries.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly, get a
Yeah.
nice car. It's just little things like that, like build up, that kind of drives me to like, you know, like get a good job, and then I can, you know,
And what
it'll pay off, you know.
I see that. What's something, not financial? What else is something like? Do you want to like?
So I wanna.
In a greater meaning of life, you know what I mean? Like having a family or something like that, or do you want? Is that your main focus at that time in your life? What do you think?
10 years from now, no, I think I'm still like working,
Exactly.
and I think
you got videos on the low.
and I think also it's like I have, so like to answer like dreams, like two of my dreams that I've always wanted to do are get my pilot's license.
Dreams, yeah.
Get my pilot's license. I want to be able to like rent a jet or like a plane and just be able to fly around. That'd be fucking sick, dude. Like with like a date, you know, you want to get on my jet. And then the other thing is I want to own a bar at some point / bartend.
bar?
Yeah, dude. Because if you own a bar, you have all these people coming in. There's like friendly faces every night. You get to know them. You like you be your you be your nice server.
Oh my
like
God.
they keep coming back. You know.
That's what I'm talking about.
You create a friendly like environment.
I had a friend one time that he really wanted to be a bartender.
Yeah.
Even though he was gonna become a coder eventually, and that would make him way more money because he has like this. He got hooked up with like this gig with like the government and shit.
That's sweet.
But
That's fresh.
what's it called? That happened, and he was like, "No, I don't want to do it. I want to become a bartender." I was like, "Why? Why do you want to become a bartender?" It's like it doesn't really make sense to someone. But when he like told me why he wants to do it, it was something very similar to that.
Yeah,
You know
it
what I
just
mean?
has some appeal.
Yeah, it's like it like really is a greater meaning, like getting to know people. It's not about the financial things sometimes. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
for sure.
expand your
Well,
horizons.
you know, we gotta make that dough sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anyways,
put your head down.
exactly. What are some?
Wait. He's got to answer.
Oh yeah. What you said?
Well,
Go
I
ahead.
forget the question now.
Dreams
We expanded
and
so much.
No, we're talking about dreams and
Okay, my bad,
aspirations,
my
dog.
bad. You got me so in
I'm
depth. just
hip.
thinking.
I'm hip.
For sure, an aspiration in like the kind of near future would be like going to a good college and like not only like having fun, but like knowing I'm at a good school. Like I'm gonna get a good degree, and this is gonna lead to like getting a good job. And at the same time, like then like I'm excited just to go to college, like all the fun you're gonna have, making new friends, meeting new people, like partying all the time.
Yeah, dude.
Bro.
Like that's where
Now that I think of it, I didn't even comment on that. But you're absolutely right. I like that.
Sure.
You just reminded me because I also want to go to college. My goal is to like go to college. You know, I'm first generation, so you know we repping. But I want to go to college. I want to become a physician's assistant. Actually, I really want to do that. I want to be in the medical field, but I don't want to like become all the way a doctor because I feel like that takes
That's a
too
lot
much
of
time.
work,
I want to, and I also want to do other things. I don't have time to do other things.
Exactly.
I want to start a business. You know what I'm saying?
Enjoy life.
I wanna do some things. Yeah, I wanna move around. Being a physician assistant, you can probably get a job anywhere.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
really.
saying? And then afterwards, you know,
Settle back.
nah, probably
Chill.
I don't know. But I got a little reason. Sorry. Anyway,
I feel like there's just always
Alright,
like
second.
adventures to be had, you know.
Mhm.
Like I want to get to a point where like oh, you know, like the Super Bowl's this weekend. You want to go?
Mhm.
Like
On a side note, on a connection to that, my sister's actually trying to become a PA.
really?
Yeah, that's what she's
Really?
trying to do. She's doing nursing at Clemson.
Really?
And then after that, she's going to try to do,
That's nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's fresh.
Yeah. Also, going back, I want to have a family.
Yeah,
That's a big
for sure,
aspiration
for
I
sure.
have. You know, like I was saying, I want to have a family. I want to have at least 2 sons because my dad was the only son of 3 siblings. So and he only has 1 son, which is me.
Yeah.
So that means I'm the only one that can pass on the last name.
yeah, exactly. That's
You feel?
exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
Literally,
We gotta live on.
Literally
We
that.
gotta
I was
live
like,
on.
dude, I'm convinced. I have 2 older sisters, so I'm
Mhm.
convinced my dad wanted to have a kid until he had a boy. You know, that
Mhm.
way, like somebody can carry on the name.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like my dad's really big on history. like the history of our family. It's crazy, dude.
Really?
Yeah, dude. So we have like, we had a guy who was in the Boston Tea Party.
Ancestry type shit?
Yeah, dude. He gets like really into it. I don't know how.
Side? Where's your mom's side from?
We're like far back like Italian.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's fresh.
That's freaky.
And then there's another guy. His name was the guy on the Tea Party was Moses Axtell.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a guy who was
Moses Axtell
in England when in the Civil War where they chopped the king's head off. My dad was the guy to go get the executioner.
Who was?
My dad, not my dad. One of my ancestors like went to go get the executioner to bring back to kill him.
Imagine how much more cool stuff you got to do back then, because like there weren't so many people back then. There were so many guys back then, dude. Anyway, oh yeah, one more thing. I just want to go back. I really want to have like a vegan family with my vegan lady, and I want to live in Hawaii or some nice place. When I'm like hella old. All right, guys. Next question. Going back to school and everything. Now that you got to know us, well, what grade are you in? Senior, junior? Are you a fan of school? What do you guys think? Are you a fan of school? Do you support it?
Aspects of school.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think?
I mean, I definitely over-exaggerate how much I dislike school, but not really. I gotta say.
Yeah, honestly.
School makes me a little depressed. Like, fuck, I don't want to go to school.
I'm good, but just gotta
grind it.
Grind it, dog. It's good for you. Yeah,
For
I'm obviously. Yeah, I think I'm a fan of it. All right. Do you think it is important or helpful?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Pretty clearly. I mean.
Yeah. These are just basic questions. Yeah.
Yeah, I for sure see the benefits.
Yeah,
I just don't
of
like
course. Why do you think that your opinion of school is this? Why do you think it's
because it's proven to work.
good? What do you mean it's proven to work?
Huh?
What do you mean by that?
Like, you like school. I mean, not if you like school, but like, if you know school helps you.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, which it has, and all the scholars,
Helps a lot of
and
people.
smart people in the world. Then let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get to that level.
Yeah. I mean, I for sure see the benefits. I'm not gonna argue like school isn't like good for you. It's like necessary and stuff, and like it's always gonna be a grind. But I feel like thinking about it in my own experience, like we go to one of the best like school counties in the country.
Bruh.
CPS is so
we
hard.
We get like the best education
I know,
of like
that's
the
what
world.
I'm saying.
Dog.
Like, my mom always tells me, she's like, when I was in high school, I've never done like more than half an hour homework one night in my life through all 4 years. And I'm like, out here like as a junior, like I'm grinding like 3 hours of homework a night and shit, staying up like.
But they
so
also
late.
Schools also expect more of us because of that.
I know it's different stuff, but like
it's
just I feel like we go to such a nice school county. It's like a little difficult. It's like a little more like,
for sure.
than that. We're above the national average by a lot.
Because, dude, I remember like
we never think about that. Do
I
we?
know, yeah.
We never think about that. Like we look at like the SAT schools
like,
and stuff.
We're about to have like one computer for every student at the school, like 1-to-1 ratio, and like there are like countries like Alabama or like states like Alabama, like kids like don't have laptops in school and stuff. Like I grew up since like first grade with laptop in my hand in school and shit like that.
That's all the facts. Or just in like other countries.
Yeah,
bro.
other countries too.
Dude,
like,
I remember elementary school.
think
Like
about that.
elementary school was like a joke, but like it was so fun.
Yeah,
Like, you learned all this shit, but like you had fucking fun.
Yeah.
Dude, I think that's why like like it's like schools.
But it's because we have the money to make it
Exactly.
fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We do we do experiments.
we grew up with like experience like smart boards, like all these fun like interactive things. There's like a lot of kids don't have like our parents didn't have anything. Like
Yeah, exactly. Chalkboard.
Honestly, I feel like no one starts out like completely hating school.
No, you can't unless you like have like some disorder like ADHD. Like
I think
like people like that like
for sure
you can actually hate school.
At a young age, school is like so foundation around like social skills, like making friends and stuff. Like that's like what you think about. You think back like first grade, you think about like playing on a playground, like having fun with friends, and like you can't like not love that as a child. I feel like most kids just like
I still have my best friend from first grade.
See, that's like amazing.
I've known Levi since kindergarten.
Really?
Yeah, and he's my best friend, bro.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
Yeah.
I met the first day of school, like we carried the ball bucket out, like with the ball and like all the balls and shit. And
ball bucket.
Yeah, and we had,
I had a ball bucket.
Nobody because we're first grade, so no one was strong enough to hold it up. So like
two
people.
Yeah.
So I was like, hi. He was like, hi. I was like, what's your name? He's like, I'm Ian. I was like, Ian. He's like, no, Ian. And I was like, okay, I'm Robbie. He's like, okay. He's like, you want to be? I was like, you want to be friends? He's like, yeah. I was like, sweet.
That's so cool, man.
I know, right?
Dude, elementary school PE teachers, they're like the kindest fucking people
That's
in the
true.
world. Oh my god. Bless their hearts. They just play with children all day. That's amazing.
Yeah, really.
All right.
In like a non-sexual way.
I think it's important or helpful. Okay. Okay. I think school is important and helpful because teaches us a lot of skills, basic skills. It helps us. It develops us as humans. It develops our brains. Obviously, that's why I think it's kind of important. We can advance and stuff like that in like ourselves. So that's good. And I also think it's important to do it just in this and like what our expectations are to go to college and get a good job. Our parents are like I'm sure all parents here are expecting us to do that. Like that's an expectation. Yeah.
Otherwise, you're a failure.
Yeah, honestly. That's
the
the reality.
culture.
That's
That's
the
the
reality of
culture.
the situation.
That's literally Northern Virginia. Just because
That's the case.
like everyone in Northern Virginia is rich enough where like they can live in this like bubble, you know, and then like the expectation is everyone here gets jobs.
It's never a worry.
Do the same.
Cash isn't a worry. We got cash over
Never
here.
has been. Never will be.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it's fine. What's your favorite part of school? Yeah, just what's your favorite part of school? And then we'll do the other one.
Probably just like it's something to do, you know. So like when I'm homesick, like I just like I feel empty, you know, just because like I like what I do today, like slept, like watch TV and nothing else. Like it gives me something. Like I wake up, you know, I go, I do it. It's like it's not awful most days, you know, and then like and I'm with all my friends, so it's enjoyable.
It's like fun to feel lazy, but it's not fun to feel unproductive.
Yeah.
Like once it turns into like you realizing that you're like being like a lazy
Like,
fat ass,
yeah.
you're like, I need to stop doing this and go to school.
Exactly.
What do you think, Ristic?
Kind of building off what Robbie said, like the social aspect of just like you're always like with your friends, like no matter like what you're doing, you're kind of like talking to someone, like unless you're taking like a test, like you're always like talking to someone, like having friends there, like people to talk to. It's just like something to do, like as a social aspect.
Yeah, it's really an institution that like gives us a lot of our social interaction.
For sure.
Like everyone grows up going to school.
Yeah.
Everyone grows up making friends. A lot of people make friends in like elementary, middle, high school, or people make friends in college.
Yeah.
Other learning institutions. So you know,
especially
obviously education is really important to us.
Yeah. Especially the area we live in, like kids don't really get homeschooled around here. Like it's not a thing. Like you think about maybe people in like rural areas in like the Midwest, like how many
You
people
keep
like
Jones on poor people. I'm just
No.
like,
I'm just saying like they don't even have to be
support
poor, but just
people,
like
yeah.
they kind of like a lot of them just like homeschooled by their parents and stuff like
Yeah, and they're all idiots because of it.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean-
honestly.
I mean yeah.
I mean, like, you know.
But it's just crazy to think about like what we have, like all those like social
do those
aspects.
people take like SAT tests?
Yeah, dude, they get like 800s.
Dead ass?
Dude, like
Jeez.
the average.
Yeah, because there's
the
no
average,
way they're working as hard.
The average
as us.
ACT is like a 21.
The average SAT is like 1,000.
Oh my
Like
god.
everyone around here gets a higher than 1,000. Like that's kind of unheard of, which is crazy.
Yeah, dude.
It's literally like a bubble.
It's our
Just like-
education, bro.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
it's just a weird thing about people that don't
Jeez.
have that.
This is making me think of how grateful I should be.
Sorry,
Oh
it's
my
ridiculous.
gosh.
Dude, I'm ungrateful as shit right now.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
oh my god.
I can't help it.
Dude, I like,
Horrible.
And I always think about like mom, dad, like why did you move here? Like,
Yeah.
it's awful. Like traffic's awful. Like it's like suburbs, but you're kind of in the city. And they're like, well, it has the best education like in the nation.
Yeah.
So like, the future.
Sheesh,
dude.
they
The
said that?
future.
Yeah.
Dude, like pretty much.
No,
like it's like one like.
Boy.
I'll tell my
I've
parents.
like known the reason that I came here, but like I've just started to realize that like this place that I'm in, like this county, it's really really good.
Yeah.
All right, what's your okay? So the first question was what was your favorite part? What's your favorite part of school?
Yeah.
Now what's your least favorite? Least favorite part of school?
I mean, obviously, just like work.
The work of
Yeah.
school.
I mean, just like little things like busy work, stuff that I know like I'm not gonna learn anything from. and that just like I still have to turn in.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say, you just read my mind. That's exactly what I was thinking. Like, just like the work, like doing stuff. Like, I know school's important and stuff. And, like, you learn a lot of great things. But like, when you know, like, I'm never gonna need to know this. I'm not gonna remember this. I'm never gonna use this in my future. Like, why do I have to like do all this work for it? It just like bothers me. Like, unnecessary work.
Yeah.
All right. Let me just make sure the thing's still recording. It might hit a. No, we're 20 minutes in, still going.
Sweet.
Hey, it's fresh.
I'm a little sharp. All right. Okay, so what's my least favorite? I think that like there are some times where like I'm doing school, and it's not even that it has to be busy work, but I'm doing all my assignments so fast that like I don't have the chance to like get a deep understanding of it.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Feel it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
For
feel
sure.
it.
But it all has to do with like your ability to manage tasks effectively too, you know what I mean? So sometimes when like I guess you're slightly procrastinating, you have to do a bunch of things, especially when like I'm taking like full IB classes, like we're all taking a lot of IB classes, you know what I mean?
That's tough.
Yeah, you gotta turn in those I's and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's what's up. Anyway. Yeah, that was my least favorite. Do you think school is preparing you for life?
Yeah.
It prepares you for life?
Well, so I think it prepares you for life in like a learning perspective. Like you need, like it shows you that you need to learn to like do things. But I also think it has room to improve in like the common sense part of life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the practical things, like paying your bills. Like yeah, it gets said over and over again, but like these are things where like as I turn 18 in like 4 hours, like I need to like start thinking about, you know,
Yeah,
like things
dude.
like paying a mortgage, like paying rent on apartments, shit like social, like doing my own like banking and stuff.
You just remind me of something. Like I feel like school is also important because it challenges you.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't like, we're challenged by other things in life, like I guess like personal things or like sports or
yeah.
something like that. But it's if you get to challenge your brain, like specifically like your thinking, you know, it doesn't get that from anywhere else. Honestly,
Yeah,
you're not gonna get it on your own,
yeah.
I agree.
no matter like how much you play Skyrim.
Yeah.
Or like, okay, so do you think the education system is flawed?
I mean,
No?
I don't know. I mean, I think
Give your honest opinion for sure.
the only thing that's flawed is Michelle Obama's new lunches, because those things are pretty
Food?
shitty. Yeah. No, but
Boy.
like, you know, I mean, I think the education system's pretty solid. Once again, like especially around us, and I think it sets you up well for life. So, with the exception of like little things here and there.
Mm-hmm. I like that. I think it is, you know, I think there are flaws to it. I don't, but I think it's overall really, really successful.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like everything has flaws though. Every like
Yeah.
system has a flaw somewhere. Do you think so too?
I mean, I agree that it's for sure like it's a good system overall. Like it works and stuff. But I do see like I mean, it depends so much on where you go to school. Like based off like I go to an IB high school or I go to school that has AP. Like
Yeah.
I feel like, at least from my own personal experience, remediation, I love it because it's so nice for me, but it just doesn't teach me anything. Because, like, I have, like, my...
But no, we actually get to learn it, though, because we have to retake it so many times.
We get to learn it, but it's the fact that I know, like, when I'm thinking about, like, history for, like, EKs, like, I'm, like, I know I have this big test. If it was a math test, I'd have to study for it. I have to get a good grade. If it's for history, like, I can just fail it and retake it as many times as I want.
But eventually you have to study for it.
I mean, eventually I have to study for it, but it doesn't, like, I think that's good, but, like, the fact that, like, I can just be like, oh, this test I can throw out the door, like, in real life situations, as a businessman, like, I have this assignment in, like, a few weeks, I can't just throw it off and do it later 4 weeks later, like, it doesn't teach me that. And I feel like as a person, I'm such a procrastinator and stuff like that, and, like, I have such a bad work ethic, and I feel like this doesn't help it at all.
It's true.
That's true. We don't have that because even in college.
Yeah, in college you don't get that shit at all.
Nah, bro.
You fail a test, you're fucked.
Yeah.
It fucks your grade.
You're fucked, bro. You can't do shit
And
about
like
that.
I feel like I love remediation. It helps me like
Oh,
in like
nice.
physics. I get like 2 retake attempts on every test. Like,
Yeah,
that's a little unfair.
I'm really glad you brought up that point.
And I think.
But I was gonna say, I feel like it doesn't teach us that, but we actually get to learn it because we eventually, like, I feel like the opportunity to be able to remediate the test when you failed it allows you to go back and learn the knowledge, and then you can take it and you getting the grade motivates you to learn it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like it allows us to learn better.
I completely agree because I have to remediate so much and stuff, but I still think I think languages like my old Spanish class and like history and stuff, like I can fail every test the first time I take it, remediate, get an A, and there's no penalty.
Yeah.
If I get eight EKs passed on the first time or 8 EKs passed each on the 5th time, I have the same grade as like someone else that did on the first time. Like it kind of just goes to show like you can kind of slack off and like it does hurt you like because you fall behind, you learn new material and stuff, but like I can still do that and have the same grade and it would be no penalty. I just blew it off every time, waiting a few months.
Those assignments stack up though. They do.
I mean, they do for sure.
They do
I know from
I
experience.
think, but overall, I think the IB system teaches me though, because I can I can still remember EKs from last year.
Yeah.
Like it's just writing.
That ass. I feel like I know it so well
because you have to write a fat ass paragraph per each one. It's just I feel like I know it and would be able to recite it well. Whereas math, if you asked me what I did in math last year, it's just I don't know. No.
We should have said this at the beginning of the video, but we go to an IB school, which stands for International Baccalaureate. If some of you guys don't go to an IB school or don't know what that is, most schools have AP, and that's the basic system for the U.S. But a lot in other countries they have IB, and a lot of schools in the U.S. have IB as well. And instead of AP classes, we can take IB classes that are either SL or HL. So basically, we have a whole different way of learning, whole different sort of school system.
And that supposedly prepares you better for college than AP. So
honestly,
I do say.
I think
it's the hardest one. I think it's the hardest one.
Yeah,
I think IB's harder than AP.
Because we have to learn everything. If you guys don't fail something, you
can blow away with a multiple choice test.
Yeah, honestly, it's nice. Yeah. It's global. We're global.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Do you think the school is okay? How would you describe the social aspect of your high school?
Some social aspects are pretty bad. They're just pretty shitty overall.
Yeah, I want to talk about the bad things, the really bad things.
Especially because you're gonna hear it all the time, but they're just toxic people, you know. And people are just not snakes per se, but just people that you don't want to be around. And I feel I found this true to be with a lot of people, but it's just you don't want to spend time with them, but I kind of lost my train of thought. But
I mean, coming up with what you said, I agree. I enjoy my high school life. I enjoy my friends and stuff, but I feel just from my own experience, there are a lot of people out there who fake as fuck. Don't really have your back and shit.
Yeah.
There are people you have classes with, you've known for years, you talk to them, but they wouldn't have your back, and it kind of makes me lose a little faith in humanity's people.
Exactly.
People are kind of fucked up.
That's why
I think a lot of people I've come across are pretty fucked up.
That's why you always hear you know who your real friends are when you get to college. That's what everyone has told me. It's just you get away from that high school aspect, and then just changes people and then molds them better, you know.
Yeah.
And then because you're all there for a similar interest, you get paired with people you want to be around, you know, instead of unintelligent people, you know.
Yeah.
I've lost my
niches, you know.
I've lost my train of thought and found it mid sentence 10 times now. So I feel your pain. I've been through that. But anyway, going back to the social aspect. Rob was kind of touching on the bad things. So yeah, it's kind of it's easy to have friends, you know what I mean? Not many people I feel it gets I don't know if it might just I don't know, because I'm only talking from my perspective, but I feel the more popular you get, the more pressure there is to act a certain way or get advantages somehow. So I feel what your social group thinks of you is really important to us. You know what I mean?
For
Too
sure.
important.
For sure.
Like,
It controls
what like other people think of us is hella important to us.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
For sure.
I feel like that adds to it. All right. So yeah, I think that's something I'd like to mention. Did you get your
Yeah,
thoughts
I
on?
mean,
Okay. All right. Do you think peer pressure is real? I like this question.
for sure.
Yeah.
I love hella
sure.
real.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
Hella real, bro.
But,
Bro,
I think it kind of.
Everyone goes through it. Like
Yeah.
it happens.
bro, we're seeing like, in my opinion, the largest epidemic of peer pressure like ever.
For sure. I completely agree with
With the
that.
Julski.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
dude.
so true.
Everyone. You've done
Well,
it.
no, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Juul was
And
like
you-
the
and
best
you-
cigarettes of like the
Yeah.
generations
Yeah.
before us that like all thought it was fine, like all
Yeah.
started smoking cigs.
They're all like, oh, it's
like,
vapor, but
cigarettes
it's
are kind of gone now. Like people don't
Yeah.
really smoke as much.
Uh-huh.
Like people know it's like bad for you, but like everyone is like using the drug.
and there's no, I feel like there's not enough data to like.
For sure,
to
there
just
is.
say.
There is.
It's just
like,
that one day
there's
they're
a
gonna come
reason-
out. It's gonna be like everyone like when you turn 40 years old, you die of Juul.
Like,
No.
There's a
This is what's gonna happen is like 60 years from now, like Brad is just gonna like fall on the ground and die. He's just gonna be like hit his last Julski. He's just gonna be like
Collapse.
flop.
For sure.
Stop. Pods are expensive. Stop doing it. It's bad for you.
You don't want to.
Okay. So peer pressure is obviously real.
Yeah.
I kind of want to get into like, I feel like peer pressure. Once you like it's not just that though. What I mentioned before is like peer pressure to like act a certain way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's part of it. Act a certain way, or like you don't want to miss out on things.
Yeah,
You
for
got
sure.
that FOMO.
Yeah.
And when you do miss out on things, you feel left out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess you could
for
say
sure.
that for sure. Like you never want to feel left out.
Exactly.
Even
I
though
definitely
people
got a
don't
little
really
FOMO
people
sometimes.
don't really care. They probably don't care as much as you think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
They're like,
Mhm.
oh, they won't notice. They'll notice I'm not there, and they're like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
no.
No, so it's kind of like we're surrounded by it so much with like social media and everything. We're always checking our phones. We always have our phone on us.
Yeah.
So like it completely surrounds us like 24/7. I feel like. So yeah, and then how bad do you feel the situation is?
I
I
mean,
feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
I feel like peer pressure. It's not. It goes beyond also our actions, and I feel like people are pressured to think a certain way. You know what I mean?
I agree.
They're pressured into like presenting themselves a certain way, like even with like ideologies that they don't even support.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
It's crazy. Oh my gosh.
And thinking like, what would blank know? Or, like, what would blank think if they saw me doing this? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like people just want to be the like known as like the party guy because people think the party guy is cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or people want to like they want to be seen as what's some like people never want to be seen as I don't know like what's a good example? I was gonna say like politics, but like that kind of goes both ways. I feel like
Yeah.
like people kind of
But yeah, I get what you're saying.
You know what I
like,
mean?
I also think like you're just like naturally that person, and I feel like that's what comes out like in college. But like you're not like you don't have. It comes out
I feel
when
like
you,
in
when
college
you
you
don't have
stop
to try.
caring. You
Yeah.
stop caring about people.
Yeah, and you just like
think.
you your inner.
Like, think about
you're
adults.
like-
They
you're
don't
like
give a shit what
You're like a caterpillar. You're like a caterpillar, and then you go through, you make a cocoon, and then you just like sprout your wings and fly off like a butterfly.
Yeah, I feel like part of that's that we're in like a smaller community too. Like you're in a smaller social setting,
Yeah.
which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think bullying or harassment is common in high school?
Yes.
For
Yeah,
sure.
100%.
100%.
Yeah, but I mean,
You heard it here first. Schools, Fairfax County, even in Fairfax County, everywhere.
I mean, like
Stop bullying. That's what you gotta do.
obviously, just because, because it goes both ways. Like whether or not you know you're doing it, like even just like a joke here or there turns into like
People
lot
take it
of
as a
jokes
joke
here and
way
there.
too much, and it's not funny sometimes.
Yeah, it isn't.
Yeah, it's really not funny sometimes. You know what I mean? All right.
And I also feel like the bullier can also be a bully, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, even if I'm bullying Ripstick, but Ripstick is bullying you, you know? It's just like, there's like a chain almost.
For sure.
Yeah, and it's not even that like we don't have the ability to go out and reach out to someone. We definitely do.
Yeah, exactly. It's just
But like if you do
like,
that, like
and almost
people
like
will like label you.
No, it's like
probably.
social suicide. Like,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
and like they can be like friendly sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like oh like it's not that bad, but you know, it can be. You can't get to that point.
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't make fun of someone unless like you're actually genuinely being their friend.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like jokes are okay, but like
Yeah.
can't go. There's a limit.
Exactly. And honestly, I'm so guilty of like
Yeah,
joking around with my
me
friends.
too. Me too.
Oh my gosh.
And dude, I like
But I've like
I say
I've,
those
like-
jokes in front of other people, and they're like, "What the hell?"
I've
I was
like made people
"Sorry."
like stop talking to me for like a week, bro. Like they hate me for like a week, and then I'm like, bruh, we're friends.
Yeah.
They're like, shut up, you're so mean to me. But I'm like, come on, bro, I love you.
It's true.
I love all my
It's true.
friends, dog. I love them to death. That's the only reason I make fun of them.
Yeah.
It's because it's funny to
That's
me.
how I show
Because
love.
I care.
Yeah.
I care, dog.
Yeah.
Exactly. Would you be scared of your child going into an environment like this?
No,
No.
because I know like if we make it through, then like they can make it through,
Exactly.
and you know it prepares you for the other aspects.
But their
of life, too.
situation might not be the same as yours.
Yeah, but
They could be the guy that's getting bullied. You never know.
it's true. But I also think like
It can be for any reason.
yeah, but unless it's like bad to a point,
Mm-hmm.
like I think like a little bullying here and there is okay,
Mm-hmm.
just because like. I know that like because it will happen in like jobs too, like your career. It almost prepares you for that.
Yeah,
It prepares,
exactly.
it prepares you in
Yeah.
the
It's
school prepares you in
everywhere,
like
bro.
social aspect.
That's true. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
You see?
I'm just off what he said. Like, you're always gonna have a situation like in your life, like as an adult, like people don't like you and you don't like certain people. Like that kind of prepares you for life. Like, of like we always like you always gotta say like not everyone's nice in the world and stuff, but like it really like prepares you like a firsthand like experience of like damn like people can really be mean to me and I can like be mean to others. It teaches like young
Yeah,
children.
school was probably like way worse like
Yeah.
100 years ago.
Yeah.
They were probably fighting each other to death. Not really. But tell me what school means to you. So like some closing thoughts about what you think of school and like growing up in high school at this time in the universe.
I think it prepares you in a lot of ways. And I think there are good parts and bad parts. Obviously, like the good parts is you're like learning and you know you're expanding your mind. But the bad parts are like some social aspects, you know, like obviously like there are nights where it's just like not fun, you know, because of either a social reason or a school related reason. But like you get through it and like you're better because of it.
I completely agree. Like, there's always going to be, like, the negatives and the positives. Like, there's always going to be the positives of, like, even from an early age, like, social development. Like, everyone's got to, like, experience, like, kind of, like, not liking people, making friends, like, all the goods, all the bads. And that's what shapes you because if any person just had, like, just the good aspects, like, if school was, like, perfect, like, social environments were perfect, no one was, like, bullied, eventually, like, as an adult, like, you're going to run into a situation or something like that, or maybe in college, where someone doesn't like you or someone's, like, mean to you. And can you imagine if all through high school, like, no one's ever mean to you or anything and you just weren't
Bro,
ready
you would
for
like
that?
cry.
Yeah, that'd be
I feel like
you gotta learn that. Like,
I feel
you
like-
have to.
And going exactly off what you said, I feel like that's how some people, like who we view as kind of like weirder adults, you know, like more awkward adults,
Yeah.
almost felt. You know,
I agree. I
Like-
agree.
Like you see somebody like.
Wait, you say that again?
So you know, like when you see somebody and they're just like a little bit off, you know, just like not.
No, just tell me what you mean exactly. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
like something you just like something you notice is just like a little weird about them, you know.
Yeah,
I feel
okay.
like or like they're not 100% like coherent with like
Yeah.
everything, you know.
That makes
Their
perfect sense.
brains in a few
I see what you're
places.
saying.
Yeah.
Like that, I feel like that's because of they didn't encounter their.
Yeah, they're-
it's one of two things. It's either they encountered it, and they get.
I feel like they just didn't interact with nobody.
Or it was just like it was to such an extent where like it scarred them. For
yeah,
life.
negatively hurt them mentally.
Or they just never saw.
Yeah, I agree because like
I don't like not say that
Yeah, go
again.
ahead,
Just
go
go ahead. No, but like I feel like I just wish that like everyone would like be able to like I have some friends that are like super shy, but I like absolutely like love them.
Yeah.
They have like huge insecurities, but they're like the greatest people on earth.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I completely agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're like scared to like do certain things, and like I want to like hang out with like a super large group of people, and they're like, nah, I'd rather stay home.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, dude. I like wish more people would get to know their personality so they
Yeah.
could appreciate it as much as me.
Mm-hmm.
But like they're not able to because like they get anxiety. They get more social anxiety
Yeah.
than other people.
That happens to a lot of people. Honestly.
Yeah, bro. I wish there would be like less fear of like making friends and going into
Yeah.
situations,
And
because that's like the most of it, like
Yeah.
nervousness
For sure.
and like not
Overcoming it.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I feel like
The more we make it look like a smaller thing, just
Yeah.
to like go out and make friends.
yeah, I feel like I feel bad for those people too in situations like that where like they're gonna miss out. Like I've known people, I've had friends who like never really like did certain things, like never really went to parties, and they're like going off to college, and it's like you're gonna go to college, and like everyone's gonna do the same thing. Everyone's gonna be partying. Like when you like try to make friends, like let's go to this party. And, like if you're a shy person, like you don't experience that at all through high school. Like they're just missing like some like social aspects, like make connections. Like they're gonna go to college and they're gonna go to
Are
party.
there people in college that don't party?
There's people that go in as freshmen and like don't really party because like I want to go to good school. Like let's say UVA is a good school. Hella people at UVA like party. Like you go in and you want to make
It's a
some
culture
friends.
shock.
It's a culture
Yeah,
shock because
dog.
they never experienced like I feel bad. Like, you go
UVA
to
party
college,
is hella.
you go to a college party and you're like awkward. You don't really like talk to people you don't know. Like
But dude,
they're just missing like
and then
social
I also
skills.
I also feel like though, like even if they're like shy in high school, it can definitely come out in college.
I mean,
like,
it for sure can.
And I feel like that's where like college decision matters.
Yeah, but I feel like going back to what you said about some people being a little off, I feel like it's those people that like didn't experience that and they didn't do it in college and they're just like focused on school.
They didn't get to like allow themselves to bloom until
Yeah,
like,
you really gotta experience.
once you
like,
become
all
like a
aspects.
social butterfly. No, not even social butterfly. But once you like release your cocoon
Your
of
wings,
like
yeah,
of
dude.
like
Of like
worries,
anxiety.
Getting out there,
Yes,
just being able to get out there.
get out there.
Yeah.
Allow yourself to
You
get
can
out
go
there.
fucking explore
That's what
the
shapes you
Exactly.
as a person.
Mm-hmm. Allow
right.
yourself to get out there.
Yeah, for sure.
This has been the podcast with Axel and Ripstick, and
Overcome your anxiety.
Yeah.
this is us signing off. All right, see you guys.
Peace.
Oh shit! All right, guys.
I was pretty cheap.
That was very fresh. I fucked it up.